Amai has finally been released after years of waiting. Week 2's rival Amai Odayaka from the Cooking Club has been released as of May 1st. Important notice, old 202X mode save files are not compatible with the new build. When you play the new build, you should start a new save file. Otherwise, you will encounter bugs in week 2. Which is true because I found this out playing the new update and we sure did not have our save file. Oh lord, she coming. Amai was coming and was announced on April 30th and released the following 2 days or following day or something. Amai content checklist. This build contains a lot of new content for you to explore and experience. It took a lot of work, which you can find documented here. Okay, Amai is released, not finished. Just remember that when you are playing the game, there is no voice actors or character animations that are special to the character at this point in time. And yes, the Amai content checklist is here. Witness all Amai Senpai interactions, events at school, normal outcomes and sabotages outcomes. Witness Amai's betray cutscene. Do all 5 of Info-chan's new bounties. Witness Amai's confession cutscene. Find all 4 ways to enter the building in Amai's Befriend Betray Stealth mission. Obtain the new Senpai Shrine collectible in week 2. Eavesdrop on all 5 new Basu Sister conversations. And perform Amai's unique elimination method. Perform Amai's suitor task. And do Musume's new task. Musume has a new task? The process of learning Amai's likes and dislikes and what traits she is attracted to is the process used for the 1980s mode rivals. You snoop through her bag and read diaries and magazines. I can easily understand why players may dislike this aspect of Amai's week. If a new rival reuses old functionality, it feels like the game isn't gaining cool new content and leaves the impression that every new rival added to the game is going to recycle the same mechanics and thus feel identical to one another. So, I'd like to let you know that I'm completely open to the idea of replacing and improving this feature in the future. The easiest alternative is to keep the snoop through belongings feature, but replace the diary with something more appropriate for the time period, a tablet or something. But if the snooping mechanic itself is boring and most players want to see it replaced entirely, then some kind of new learn the rivals likes and dislikes mechanic can be introduced. Another aspect of 1980s mode that has been translated directly into Amai's week is my method for positioning students around school to ensure that the current rival is always within sight of at least one character as she goes about her daily routine. They're sitting in chairs and reading books in hallways. I can easily see how a lot of people might consider this to be boring and uncreative. For example, it would be much more interesting if artists were sketching, musicians were practicing on their instruments, etc., instead of everyone just sitting and reading. However, there are a lot of characters, such as the Cooking Club, Drama Club, Occult Club, etc., for whom it's difficult to imagine a sensible activity for them to be performing in an arbitrary place in the school environment. This is a problem that can be solved, but it will take some time and methods and scheming. The schemes feature was one of the most complex, difficult, and time-consuming features that I've ever implemented because I don't ever see anyone using it or talking about it, so I may have to accept the fact that this feature isn't fun or helpful because of the apparent lack of interest in the schemes feature. I decided not to create schemes for Amai's week. The player cannot contact Info-chan and ask her for a step-by-step walkthrough on how to perform various elimination methods on Amai. However, maybe I'm wrong. Perhaps there are actually hopes or tons of players who rely on the schemes feature and use it a lot. If this is the case, then I'd absolutely consider taking the time to implement a set of schemes for each of Amai's eliminations. Missing title screen functionality. What is the... Whoa. If you eliminate Osana, she appears on the title screen and her appearance reflects the way you eliminated her. If you drown her, her head will be in the fountain. If you burn her alive, she will appear as a charred corpse. However, this functionality does not exist for Amai. After you've eliminated her, you won't see her appear on the title screen in the manner that you eliminated her. I'm sorry about this. It's something that I'd like to add in the future, but I need assistance from an animation-capable volunteer in order to accomplish it. For now, the game will continue to be a free demo because Amai is not finished, just released. When will Yandere Simulator become a paid product? Maybe I'll start charging money for the game after I'm 100% satisfied with Amai's week, once I've addressed all of the issues described above, or maybe I won't charge money for the game until after Kazana is 100% finished and released. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So next, it looks like he's going to be working on this inter-rival period, so make additions and fixes and everything to the game until they work on Kizana. Related to Amai, find voice actors for all the characters in Amai's week and update it to be fully voiced. Replace the Snoop the Rivals bag feature with the better feature. Add unique animations for all of Amai's conversations and events. Replace all visual novel cutscenes with animated cutscenes and recreate a unique expulsion process for Amai. Add Amai eliminations to title screen and add schemes for Amai. Other than that, everything here that you would like to see about the new updates is on the Yandere WordPress blog. There has also been 2 bug fixes since Amai's release.